On this episode, episode 67 of the podcast, I'm going to talk about games, goals, and horses. Yeah, it's a horse, of course. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Luke Who's Talking podcast. The first one for 2021. How exciting. How's your new year? Hope it was okay. If you're listening to this, obviously, or watching, obviously you made it to the new year. So good on you for doing that. That's a real achievement. Anyway, now let's get into the first story. Now, this is an absolute travesty, and I'm blaming Adobe. I'm calling you out, Adobe. It's your fault. Because as of this year, or the 31st of December, Adobe Flash Player, Adobe Flash, no longer supported, no longer getting any support. And you know what that means? A lot of games, a lot of internet games, can't play them anymore. And one game that I have been playing for many years, I can no longer play anymore because of this. And that game is Farmville. Let's just let that sink in for a minute. Yeah, Farmville. I can't play Farmville anymore because Adobe, you're not supporting Flash anymore. So I can't play Farmville. I can't log on to Facebook and play Farmville. Now, I've been playing Farmville since I think first had a Facebook account, which I don't know how old I was, 16 or 17 at a guess maybe. I'm not sure. So I've had a Facebook account for a good while, and I've been playing Farmville for a good while. And now I can't play it anymore because Adobe are stopping support for Flash, and I can't play Farmville anymore. So as a result, I quite seriously don't really have any reason to log into Facebook anymore, because I would log in daily, play Farmville, harvest my crop, plant a new one, and then log out. That was my usage of Facebook. Well, that's what my usage of Facebook has been for the past, couple of years. At least 2 to 3 years, maybe 3 to 4 years. That has been my usage of Facebook. And now, honestly, if I'm not playing Farmville, why would I want to get on Facebook anyway? But why would I want to log into Facebook when I'm not playing Farmville? So I think what's going to happen is I'm probably going to log into Facebook, or at least on the app, to check notifications whenever I get, whenever I get like 10 of them, maybe, I don't know. And I'll just get on Messenger and converse with the collective on there. But apart from that, I have no reason to get on Facebook at all. It's all thanks to Adobe. So Adobe, it's your fault I can't play Farmville. And Zuck, if you're not happy that I'm probably going to be logging on Facebook less, call Adobe and, blame them. Have a stern talking to their management. It's interesting because, maybe Adobe might like to set up a subscription if you want Flash, because that seems to be their business model lately. Hey, let's go to the subscription model. And let me just buy software, Adobe's. Okay, if I want to buy Premiere Pro, charge me like $500 for it, and I'll buy it. That's a complete side note. But yeah, anyway, so not going to be doing much on Facebook these days because I can't play Farmville. So that's the travesty of 2021 right there. Well, I guess that sort of topped off 2020, didn't it? Because they stopped supporting it as of the last day of the year. So, yeah. Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's talk about some couple of goals I've got for the new year, this year. I've got for the year. Welcome back, everybody. So, I'm not going to use the term New Year's resolution, but I've got a couple of goals, about 4 of them. I've got 4, and I think at least 3 of them are reasonably achievable. And there's one, it could be sketchy, depends. Anyway, now let's get let me just run you through them. So the first one is I would like to maintain my bicycle riding. Now that said, 5 days it is. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so at least at the time of recording, I've actually not been for a bike ride this year. That's a shocker. But I've just taken the bike down to the shop for a bit of a service and whatever else. So yeah, maybe by the time you've heard this, I've gone for a ride. But yeah, so I want to be able to keep riding up. So last year I rode about 3,500 kilometres. So that equates to, break it down, 70 Ks a week. So if I do, say, for example, if I ride from my house across town and back, that is around, sort of 30, 35 kilometres. So if I do that, if I can manage that, for example, twice a week, there's me 70. So I think that's reasonably achievable. So hopefully I get my bike back. I can bank some Ks before winter comes, because I think it might be a bit tricky, but we'll see how it goes. But I think like sort of 70 a week, for example, that's where I'm at with that. So if I can see if I can ride to 3,500 ish again, maintain what kilometres I've ridden this year. So that's the goal. That's one goal. Now another one is to work a bit more. So sort of, when was it? August-ish last year, because of various reasons, I was, how can I say, I don't know, my capacity at my, quote, workplace was reduced for reasons. So the last sort of half of a year, 4 months or so of a year, I was, not doing much, not happy, and all that stuff. So I sort of thought, well, this year, let's see if I can just work a bit more, really. Whether that's hopefully gaining more time at my current job, with my, quote, current employer, I suppose you could say, or getting doing something different. I don't know, but I think that's something that's could be hopefully reasonably achievable. Now, the next two is where we get into maybe, it depends. Now, third thing is to be more social. Try and be more social. Try and go out-ish maybe a bit more, and that sort of stuff. Now, that is, of course, depending on current health situations, I'll say, in regards to various things. At least where I live, we're going okay with that, but we can't really be too blasé about it. So we'll see how that goes. But that, I think, again, hopefully could be I think is reasonably achievable. However, it may hit a bit of a snag. And the fourth thing is really dependent on the second goal, which was see if I can do a bit more work. And that is see if I can get onto the property ladder in some way. I have thought maybe I could get some land and like sit on it for a while and have like a plan, like we'll say a 5 or 10 year plan or whatever to then build. So I think that is that really, of course, it depends on cash flow. Currently, there is none, or not much anyway. But I think that depends on if I can be getting some more working hours. So that's sort of, we'll see. It's a question mark on that one. But I think the other three things are reasonably achievable. The fourth item, I'm not sure. So I think see if I can keep the riding up. I think it's pretty achievable. Work more, new job maybe. I think that's reasonably achievable. Be more social. I also think it's reasonably achievable. Maybe a slight underline on that. And also, can I invest maybe into property or get a little plot of land or something? I don't know. That is depending on a couple of other things, but yeah, I don't know. That also an underline, maybe like a double underline on that one. Anyway, so they're my sort of goals as were for 2021. If you've got any, let me know. Send me a tweet, email, or all that all that, and all that jazz. Anyway, let's get into the last little story here and we'll wrap things up. So couple of weeks ago, I was going for a bike ride, and I was going through one of the more lower class suburbs, could I say, of my city. Anyway, so I was going along one of these roads. Now, in this particular suburb I was in, they have like a big lake dam sort of thing there, and at least when I was at school, I don't know if this still happens. When I was at school, that's where you would go and do your big cross-country run, because they also have it, like there's a school not far from this big dam sort of reserve area. So what you do is you'd start at their school, you'd run, I think, a lap of their oval, and then like run around the big dam thing. Anyway, so I was going past there. It was a warm day, and there was people in there, having a swim, whatever else. I thought, that's cool. And then I saw something I wasn't expecting, and that was a horse. I saw a lady on a horse in this lake dam thing, and I was like, okay. Like, that's okay. You're there with your horse, no problem. However, here's the thing. I don't know how the horse got there, if that makes sense. Because I looked, and in the car, because there's a car park right down near the road, there was no vehicle like a horse float or a horse truck or anything. So for the next few moments, while I was just riding past and going up the little bit of a hill I had to go up, I was like, how did that horse get there? There was no horse float there. Where did the horse come from? So I assumed the lady must have ridden her horse there. And there are some farms, and it's a little bit more rural, just as you leave this particular suburb, sort of on the fringe of town. And I was like, okay, as a horse, these were thoughts. This is like my train of thoughts as I was riding past. Oh, there's people there swimming. That's nice. Oh, there's a horse. Oh, there's no horse float or truck. How did the horse get there? The horse must have been ridden there. Where was the horse ridden from? And when I got back, I had a conversation with when I saw my mum, actually, I had a conversation with her. And I'm like, oh yes, I saw a horse. Somebody was there, and they had a horse. And he was like, okay. And I said, but there was no horse float or anything there. So how did the horse get there? And we were like, don't know. So we're having a bit of a thought on how did the horse get to this dam? I don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery today. How did the horse get there? It could have got helicoptered in, lifted in or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, how did the horse get there? I don't know. I don't know. It's a complete mystery. But anyway, let's wrap it up. Well, everybody, look, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching as well, people who are viewing. And hope your year's been good thus far. I mean, we're only like, 5 days in at this point, but Friday's going to be how many days in? 8 days into the year. So, look, I hope it's been okay. I hope it's been tolerable thus far. I hope it's been productive. And, yeah, I hope you're enjoying some holidays and some time off. If that's what you are lucky enough to be having or to be getting. I know some people who went back to work Monday, so it's like another week would be nice. Anyway, everybody, thanks again for watching, and also thanks for listening. Well, thanks for listening mainly. Thanks for watching. Thanks for consuming this, and I'll catch you next time.